everyone, how's it going? So in this video, we're going to talk about NORTHWEST Biotherapeutics, trading under the ticker symbol NWBO. It's a stock that's picking up definitely in interest and conversations amongst traders. So let's take a look at the company and see whether it's worth buying now. So what is NWBO? It's a company that's listed on a NASDAQ. It's a pharmaceutical company based in Maryland. It's been founded in 1998, so, it's around for a long time at this point. It's not necessarily a growth stock that has been created over the past few years due to hype. People are interested in the company because of the fundamental potentials. It might grow, to a much larger size. And this is pretty much what people are talking about. And indeed, if you think about it, pharmaceutical companies can grow significantly once they have the okay from regulators. Sometimes they just don't have the okay. That's the issue. So this is one. And the other thing is the potentials for a short squeeze. Right now, about 10% of the float is short. This is my best estimation because the numbers that I have are not the latest ones. And it doesn't seem that people necessarily have the specific percentage of the shorts. But I would say that, around 800,000 shares are currently been shorted against NWBO. So definitely there is a potential for the short squeeze. Why? Because eventually those shorts have to be redeemed, right? Every single day that passes, the people who are shorting NWBO would have to pay money to the brokers as financial fees to keep their short positions open. So I would say that this is a company with a decent shot at getting higher, even though it's been lower before. It's also been higher, right? So they are in a position right now where the actual takeoffs haven't occurred yet. So in terms of the price action, it's currently hovering around 80 cents. It has been mostly a penny stock throughout its trading history. Recently, it took off from around 25 cents to $1.50, and the peak was $2. And then it got back below $1, but not by too far. So given the company's potentials, and historically speaking, it's not such a low price, but it's not a price where you can no longer enter into because you might worry that there's not going to be enough volume to exit. Okay, so lion's share of the company's potentials or the upward momentum, I think they haven't occurred just yet. Still room up there. Now, my personal recommendation about NWBO is certainly to keep the stock on your radar and to follow it closely. That's on one hand. Personally, I covered this stock because people were interested in NWBO to begin with. I initially didn't have any sort of intention to cover the stock per se. It does make sense to cover it as well because most people who want to buy it are retail, and we have relatively few information source and different perspectives to think about whether we should buy NWBO or not. The stock might have some real potentials, and if you believe in its long-term, possibilities, then you should definitely go ahead and buy it. The company has been in business since the 90s, so till this day, it doesn't have positive cash flows, and the fundings mostly rely on financing, if not all of it, in fact. So my personal recommendation right now is to mostly trade it with part of the money into the long-term investing if you believe in its growth potentials. But the maximum exposure should be kept around 1% of your portfolio, if not lower. So the 1% is the overall total allocation to be attributed to NWBO. But you don't have to buy it in one shot. You can buy 50% now and 50% in 3 months or something like that to ride out the short-term volatilities if the volatility plays against you. Even if it plays in your favor, it doesn't have to matter because it just means that the market has confirmed your assertions.